The National Television Awards are supposed to celebrate the very best in British TV, the people whose stories inspire, move, and even change lives. But this year, viewers were left furious, outraged, and frankly, betrayed. Because when the authored documentary award was announced, the gong didn't go to a cancer survivor bravely sharing her battle. It didn't go to a rugby legend documenting his fight with a devastating illness. It went to Molly-Mae Hague. Yes, Molly-Mae, the former Love Island star turned influencer. Before we dive into why this has sparked such backlash, make sure you hit subscribe right now for more explosive celebrity investigations. Because trust me, you're not going to want to miss what's coming next. Molly-Mae walked onto that stage smiling, thanking her fans, and clutching her first ever trophy. She had just beaten Amy Dowden's heartbreaking Strictly Amy, Cancer and Me. She had just beaten Rob Burrows' There's Only One Rob Burrow, a powerful, emotional story of his battle with motor neurone disease. And she had beaten Boyzone's Sky documentary too. 3 stories filled with courage, with struggle, with inspiration. And yet the winner? A glossy Amazon Prime film about Molly-Mae adjusting to life after her breakup with Tommy Fury. Viewers couldn't believe it. One fan raged, "Molly-Mae winning an NTA over Rob Burrow or Amy Dowden is everything that is wrong with the world." Another added, "If you want to know the state of TV these days, Molly-Mae documentary beat Rob Burrow documentary." On X, the fury kept spreading. Shocked faces in the crowd, disgust online, and a sense that something had gone badly wrong. So, how did Molly-Mae handle the backlash? On Instagram, she posted a carefully worded message. She admitted the obvious, that others in her category had more powerful and inspirational stories. She even said her win really belonged to them, and she dedicated the award to Rob Burrow and his family. But here's the problem. To many, it rang hollow. If she truly believed others deserved the award more, why accept it in the first place? Why not refuse it? Why not publicly hand it over? Instead, she smiled for the cameras, thanked her fans, and then tried to soften the blow later. For critics, it looked like damage control, not humility. This isn't just about one award, it's about what the NTA have become. Once a celebration of true television achievement, they're now a popularity contest, driven by fan votes, influencer followings, and social media hype. And who thrives in that system? Not the underdog fighting cancer, not the sports hero battling a terminal illness, but the influencer with millions of Instagram followers, polished PR, and the ability to mobilize fans at the click of a button. That's why Molly-Mae won. Not because her documentary was the best, not because it was the most powerful, but because she has a brand and a huge online army willing to vote. Fans aren't buying it. On the night, Molly-Mae's acceptance speech tried to strike the right note. She gushed about being honored just to be nominated. She praised her fellow nominees. She even thanked her family for supporting her through it all. But for many viewers, it felt forced. One fan summed it up brutally. "Molly-Mae winning an NTA over Rob Burrow really reminds me how much I hate society today." And the mid-speech dedication felt false and completely inappropriate. His family's face said it all. That's the crux of it. While she tried to be respectful, the optics were terrible. Her glamorous story of love, loss, and luxury simply doesn't sit alongside tales of genuine human struggle. And it wasn't just fans who noticed. Fellow reality star Vogue Williams took a swipe live on Lorraine. She joked, "I'm going to plan a breakup because then I'm going to win an NTA myself." It was meant as a joke, but it cut deep. Because that's how many see Molly-Mae's win. The story of a reality star who turned a personal breakup into a glossy documentary and then into an award while far more deserving candidates were overlooked. And let's be real. Part of the anger comes from the stark contrast between Molly-Mae's life and the lives of those she beat. We're talking about a woman raking in £48,000 a week, living in a £3 million mansion, driving a 193,000-pound G-Wagon, jetting off in private planes to wellness retreats, buying 6,000-pound handbags like most of us buy groceries. And this, apparently, is the life story we should celebrate over cancer survivors and sports heroes. It feels like a slap in the face, a reflection not of what's important, but of what's popular. Not about merit, but about marketing. Let's not forget who Molly-Mae beat. Amy Dowden, bravely opening up about her cancer battle, inspiring millions, raising awareness, and showing the true meaning of courage. Rob Burrow, documenting his decline with dignity and strength, giving the public an unflinching look at motor neurone disease, while still inspiring hope and love for life. Even Boyzone, sharing their journey in a heartfelt way that fans connected with deeply. These are stories that change people, that move people, that stick with you long after the credits roll. And yet, they were snubbed for an influencer who, by her own admission, didn't think she deserved to win. Why this matters. Some might say, it's just an award. Who cares? But that's not true. Awards matter. They shape careers. They highlight important stories. They show what our society values. And right now, what the NTA showed is that followers matter more than impact. Popularity matters more than bravery. Hype matters more than heart. That's a damning reflection on not just Molly-Mae, but on the entire system that put her there. Since the win, Backlash hasn't slowed down. Social media is filled with fury. Tabloids are splashing headlines about unworthy winners. Even fellow celebrities are raising eyebrows. And Molly-Mae? She's stuck in a corner. On the one hand, she wants to celebrate her win. On the other, she knows she can't ignore the outrage. So she posts carefully worded statements. She dedicates the award to others. She tries to have it both ways. But for critics, it's too late. The damage is done. So where does this leave us? Molly-Mae Hague may have walked away with a trophy, but she didn't walk away with respect. In fact, she may have lost more credibility than she gained. Because the truth is this: the award didn't highlight her talent. It highlighted the broken system, a system where hype beats heart, where Instagram beats inspiration, and where a reality star can eclipse a cancer fighter and a dying sports hero. And that should make us all stop and think, what kind of stories do we want to celebrate? What kind of values do we want to reward? Do we really want to live in a world where luxury lifestyles are honored over bravery, tragedy, and genuine inspiration? Tell us what you think in the comments below. Was Molly-Mae a worthy winner? Or was this the moment the NTA lost all credibility? And if you've stayed with us this far, make sure you subscribe right now for more hard-hitting celebrity investigations. Because the truth? This is only the beginning.